In this video, I'm going to use the GIMP Path Tool to create the tarmac layer for a GeneRally 2 track, along with some edge lines and curves. The Path Tool can be used to draw any shape you want, of course, but it also works well for tracing a track map, such as a facilities map, from a real track. For this demo, however, I've created a simple little slot track that I'm going to use to trace. So I've selected the GIMP Path Tool, and I'm going to place an anchor at the center of the track at the beginning and end of each straight section. Work it all the way around the track here. And then to close the loop, I need to hold the Control key and click. Now let's zoom in a little bit here. Not that much, there we go. And I'm going to drag this line out and straighten out the handles a little bit. You want these handles to be lined up with the straightaway. And that's getting close. There we go, that's about right. Alright, let's zoom back out a little bit. Come down to this corner and do the same thing. Get the handles and move them around a little bit. And get this corner tuned in. There we go. And then up to this little corner. Get the handles set so we got a nice match for the curve. And the S curve is a little different. One handle's going to go this way, and one handle's going to go this way. And adjust it a little bit. It looks pretty good. And I think that takes care of all of the curves. Okay, now let's select the gray tarmac color from the GeneRally palette and stroke the path with a 100 pixel wide solid line. The width of the path will vary depending on your world size, but 100 is just easy to work with. So we're on the track layer, and we stroke the path, and there's our track. Now let's come underneath the track to edge lines. I'm going to switch to white, stroke the path again, and I want a 3 pixel wide border. So I add 3 pixels for each line, and there's my edge lines. Now let's come to what I call the curb guide, and I'm going to pick a color that's easy to see. And I want some 12 pixel wide curbs, so I need to add 6 pixels on each side, or a line width of 118. And when we stroke that, we get this blue layer. Now let's make things a little easier to see. Come to the grass layer and fill it with the GeneRally grass color. There we go. That's a lot easier to see. Okay, so we come back to the Path Tool and carefully put an anchor right on the edge of that blue. That is 6 pixels away from the edge of the track. Now let's get that a little better lined up. There we go. And then drag the line out and get it lined up with the oops, didn't mean to create an extra anchor. There we go. Get it lined up like that. Okay, now let's come down. Let's come over here and let's add a runoff curb here coming out of the corner. Come down to the next corner, same thing. An anchor at each end. And I don't need this line here, so Control Shift and I can delete it. Again, we drag the line out and start adjusting the handles and get it lined up with the blue edge there. Let's see, we got another corner here. So again, we're going to create the curve. Do we do a line here? No, okay. And get this adjusted to match the blue edge. And let's do one on the inside of the S curve. I keep creating extra anchors because I'm not accurately lined up with the handle, but that's just my poor eyesight. I'm sure you can do better. And I believe that takes care of all of the line segments for the curbs. There we go, that's a little better. Okay, I've got a layer called Curb Color 1. I'm going to switch to yellow. I'm going to stroke the path with a 12 pixel wide solid line. And you can see I'm off a little bit here. You need to come back and adjust this carefully to get it to line up. Now I'm going to go to Curb Color 2. Let's make it red. Stroke the path again, only this time I want the normal dots. And that finishes up the curbs. Now the last thing I can do here, if I want to, is create a center line. And I can do that by stroke the path with a, let's say, a 3 pixel wide, and let's try the medium dashes. That looks pretty good, except I want it yellow. Let's just stroke that path again, and there we go. Now we got the yellow center line. Let's come back here and hide the curb guide. And here we'll see that we're pretty well done. We've got our track with our curbs. Oh, I lost this one. I don't know how I did that, but that's okay. You can see this is all one path line, so you can redo the curbs easily anytime you want to. Well, that concludes it. Any questions, you can post them here at the video or over at the GeneRally 2 Discord channel. Thanks for watching.